Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we are looking at something very exciting indeed. We are looking at the 1978 release by Dinky Toys from their Gerry Andersons series of die-cast replica models that had appeared in his television series. And this particular one we're looking at today is from the 1970-71 television series UFO. And the particular model we are looking at today is of the UFO Interceptor, which was they were stationed on moon base, and as the UFOs came in heading towards Earth, the interceptors would be launched to destroy them. So the television series ran just literally for about a year, and there was about 25 or 26 episodes produced. Sadly, it didn't get the green light for a second season, which is a shame really, because I thought the television series was superb. But it did only run for one season, and then it got cancelled, and they revamped their ideas, and before you knew it, Space 1999 was born, and that was all born out of the ideas of UFO. Okay, so this is the box that the item comes in. And at the very top, it's got Dinky Diecast Toys. It says UFO Interceptor. And if I just tilt the box forward a little bit, it says Meccano, made in England by Meccano Limited, Binns Road, Liverpool, L13 1DA, England. And their telephone number then was 0512282701. You've got an image of the Interceptor firing the missile at the front there. It says for ages 3 years and over. And if you just lower the box back down again, it says Dinky Diecast Toys, UFO Interceptor, and it is item number 351. Okay, so that is the front of the box. Let's turn the box around now, and let's have a look at what we got printed on the back. Okay, so I'll turn the box around. Not a great deal on the back, really. It says Eagles are go for action. And you've got the Eagle Freighter and the Eagle Transporter. And it says from Gerry Andersons TV series, Space 1999. You've got copyright 1978, ATV licensing limited. It says 2 more action-packed Dinky Toys for your space fleet. Printed in England, 1978, Meccano Limited. The product conforms to British standards BS 3443 and available from your toy shop now. And you've got the Anderson logo at the bottom there. Okay, that's the back of the box. If I just turn the box to the side, it shows 351 UFO Interceptor Dinky Diecast Toys, and there's the original purchase price on there from 1978, which was £3.25. And if we turn the box around to the other side, exactly the same again, but in blue as opposed to red, and it's number 351 UFO Interceptor Dinky Diecast Toys. Okay, so that's the item in the box. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to open the box, I'm going to remove the item from the box, and we're going to have a very good look at the model itself. Okay, so I've removed the model from the box, and this is what we got. Now, Dinky did release quite a few different versions of this Interceptor over the course of about 6 or 7 years. There were slight differences to the colours and the types of plastic that was used. So this one is one of the last versions to be released. This is a 1978 version. So the colour is still as the original one was released. It's that still that dull green colour. Nobody knows exactly why Dinky decided to do it in a green colour, especially when the version on TV screens was white. So yeah, no one quite understood that, but there we are. That's another matter. But this one is got the orange front there. The earlier versions were silver at the front, and also you can see you've got the orange in the cockpit there, and you've also got the orange skids, and you've also got the orange blasters at the back, and the center one inside the thruster there. So there's a lot of orange plastic on this one. So the body is die-cast metal. The plastic parts, obviously, as I just explained, plastic front panel there. The silver panels on the front are plastic. The skids are all plastic. The front one rotates. The two on the sides of the wings do not move. You've got the plastic thrusters here, and you've also got plastic inside the back there, and this silver thruster on the back is also plastic. Okay, so that is basically the model. Let's get some sizes. So lengthwise, so if we go from the front of the skid to the very back of the engine, we're looking at 15 centimeters. And if we measure across the skids, which is the widest point, we're looking at 9.5 centimeters. And height wise, we are looking at from the bottom of the skid to the top of the fin, we are looking at again 8.5 centimeters. And then of course you've got the missile, the nuclear missile, which goes on the front, and if we insert that into the front of the model, we're looking at a total size of 20 centimeters, which is 8 inches. So that is the size of the model. Gives you an idea of the size of it, how it is. Great detailing on the model again, and you can see, if I just zoom in there, you've got the pilot sitting at the cockpit there. I'm trying to zoom in so you can see it without it blurring over too much. But there's the little miniature figure sitting at the cockpit, piloting the model. You've got shadow stickers on either side of the model, and underneath on the bottom you can see it says Dinky Toys UFO Interceptor 351 made in England, and you can see the quality of this one. It is in mint condition, apart from that sticker, which is a little bit, looks to be a little bit wonky. Don't quite know why that's on like that, but there we are. It is a little bit wonky. Other than that, there's no scratches, there's no markings, nothing on this model. It is absolutely mint condition, which is highly surprising because it was a shop find, but I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a moment. But I want to show you how this model works. So you've got the torpedo or the nuclear missile here, and on the bottom of the model you've got this pullback lever, and you've got the firing mechanism, which is that button there. Let's just press that now. You heard that click, so that will have fired the missile. So we've got 2 low points on this missile. So at the moment the missile won't go in because it's fully fired, but you can pull the switch back halfway till it clicks once, and that's the short firing missile. So it means that the lever hasn't gone back far enough. But if I'm just going to zoom out on this, and I'm going to press the button, and this is at half the pull back, only half. So that's how the missile fires out, and that's only half pulled out. If we pull back the lever all the way to the second click, the missile then goes in all the way, and let's have a see how powerful this firing is. Wow. That fires. Wow, that really shot. So there we are. So perhaps you might not want to have it on full power, because that is one lethal shot, and you certainly wouldn't want to be standing in front of that when that fires. Let's just do that again and have a look at that again. Wow, that is some firing missile. So there we are. That is I'm only going to put it halfway back because I don't want to do any damage to anything, especially not my booth. And if I keep firing at full power, it will be. Well, like I said, this is not the first version. This was probably one of the last versions to be produced before Dinky dropped the line. So this was 1978, and it was the one that come in the box, the hanging box. So it got the holes for to sit onto, or got the hole in the middle to sit onto a one of those shelf pins that comes out. So they hang on the shelves. They're the hanging boxes basically. Yeah, like I say, so one of the last versions we produced before the line was dropped, but fantastic. Now, the reason I think this is the best one is because there is no silver on these areas, and on the earlier ones the silver used to rub off and you used to see the orange underneath it, so which was a little bit disappointing. if you were playing with it. And yeah, it just made it look a little bit messy. So when they redone that, they decided not to put the silver finish on top there and leave it exactly as it was, orange. So now getting back to why they've done it green. For the life of us, I do not know why they did it green. But the original version of the TV series is a white version. Now, I do actually have a version of that one, which has been, it is a Dinky model, and it has actually been restored. And it has been restored to the original design from the television series. So you can see the differences. If we just plop them together, let's put the missile back in. So you can see the difference. So basically, the whole body is white, as you can see. The front section is black, and inside the cockpit is black. And you've got the white stripes going across. United Kingdom badge is on either side. And you've got the white stripes going down across the model, and you've got a few other stars and stripes on there. You've got the stripes going across the top there, and underneath the whole model is white as well, and the skids are silver. And the front section there is grey, the same colour as the top of the top section of the cover there. The back thrusters are dark, and so is it inside of the main thruster. So that's an original one that has been restored to look like and also of course you've got the stickers on the missile. Yeah, that makes the missile look like the ones from the television show as well. Okay, so that's the difference. So we've got this one, which is the original Dinky version, and this one, which is the restored Dinky version, which has been made to look like the ones from the original television series. I mean, to me, for my money, I have a soft spot for the original Dinky one, because that was a vehicle a toy that I had when I was growing up. And I always remember that size of model, and it was that size and colour of model. Although I did have a few variants of these when I was young. I had 2 or 3 different versions, but they had the silver on them. One of them was even a darker green, a very dark green, and the other one, as I said, had silver thrusters and panel cover. And of course, once I got older, I bought one of these that have been restored to look like the television series, so that I could put that in my display case. So this particular one is from my display case, and this particular one is one of the items that we have for sale on the website. Okay, how well did these Dinky models do? Well, to be honest with you, like any of the models, the diecast models back in the 1970s, 60s and 70s, they literally flew off the shelf. When UFO television series was out, we all wanted the Interceptor. The Interceptor was the best vehicle in the television series. Even when you look at Ed Stryker's car, that was also fantastic, but the Dinky toy was the one that we all wanted. Hence the reason why I had quite a few different versions of them. I got one bought for me one year, and then I think my aunt and uncle bought me a version, and then somebody else bought me a version for my birthday. So I did end up with 3 versions, but all great versions when I was a kid, and they were well played with. And if I still had them now, they would certainly require some attention, because they were just so well played with. We played with them for hours and hours and hours. And that was the thing. The Dinky Toys, Corgi Toys, Matchbox, they all flew off the shelves back in the day, because there wasn't a great deal of toys being released for your favourite television shows. But you could rely on these models, because that's what we all wanted as boys. We wanted these vehicles. So yeah, sold very, very well. Of course, now, 1978, we're talking 40 46 years ago since this particular one was released, and you got to go back to 1973 when the first one was released, so you're talking 51 years ago. So yeah, I mean, a lot of water under bridge since those were released. A lot of time's gone by, and a lot of them haven't survived the test of time. Now, don't get me wrong, there is still a lot of them around because it was a very, very well sold item. However, trying to find them in the condition that we have here is pretty much almost an impossibility these days. We were quite fortunate with this one, that when we bought out some shop stock, all the old stock in the stock room came with it, and this particular model was in that stock room, unsold and been kept on a shelf for many, many years, which I think they'd just forgotten it was there, because they didn't think it was going to be an item that anyone would want anymore. So they just popped it in the warehouse, and there it stayed. In the warehouse, sorry, in the stock room, there it stayed until we went in and cleared out all of the stock. So finding them like this, ex-shop stock in immaculate condition, well, is almost an impossibility. You do get some very good condition ones come up on the platforms, don't get me wrong. There's some excellent condition ones on the platform, but they are used, they have been played with. Some of them have had some restorations done to them. So just be a little bit careful. If you're looking to buy one on the platforms, just have a good look. Make sure you click on the images of the used items, and have a good look at each individual one to ensure that what you think you're ordering is what you're going to get. Or alternatively, you can come to us, because we have a few of these models, these particular ones, and they're currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Dinky toys, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive that you're not going to want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky that you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this wonderful, wonderful Dinky toy. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing the model and comparing it to a Restore one with me. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next video.